And in this practice, I'm going to guide you through moon salutations. Well, beginning in child's pose, hips to heels, belly to thighs, arms back at your sides. Now take a moment to identify for yourself what it feels like for you to feel grounded, for you to feel centered. And does that feeling have a particular location in your body? Or is it more just related to staying focused on your breath? And you can actually physically ground yourself by putting your bare feet on the earth directly. And this practice of grounding or earthing helps to balance your circadian rhythms, your waking and your sleeping cycles, and also reduces inflammation in your body. Begin to deepen your breath. To initiate your Ujjayi breath, create a slight restriction in the back of your throat. Allow your breath to become audible. Take a few moments to settle into your body, to settle into this breath. Now, in preparation for 3 rounds of caterpillar pose, which is much like the middle part of the moon salutation, extend your arms forward into extended child's pose. Gazing forward toward your fingertips, as you inhale, slide your chest and your chin forward along your mat to either rise into little cobra or full upward dog. And now exhale back into child's pose. Twice more, gazing forward, inhale, slither forward, little cobra or upward dog. Exhale back into child's pose. Last one, inhale, slithering forward. Exhale back into child's pose. Rising from here onto all fours. And now floating your hips into your first downward dog. Just bending one knee into the next. Begin to straighten your legs. Shifting your weight to your left foot, extend the right leg high behind you. Bend your knee, let the heel roll over your left hip. Straighten the right leg back out behind you, lower your foot to the ground, and now switch sides. Lift the left leg high behind you, bend your knee, let the heel roll over the right hip. Straighten your left leg back out behind you, and now take a big step forward, ankle beneath the knee, right foot steps forward to join. Inhale to rise, hands to heart, reach up and back. Exhale, hands back to your heart. Inhale, palms together, reach up and back. Exhale, thumbs to chest, fold forward, step your left foot back. Drop the left knee to the ground, both hands to the right thigh for a big breath in and out. Inhale, hands to heart, reach up and back. Exhale, thumbs to chest, palms to the ground, step back into downward dog for 2 full breaths. Flowing through moon rising, drop your knees to the ground. Keep the hips high, chest and chin to your mat, slither forward, little cobra or upward dog. Exhale back into downward dog for 5 big breaths. So as always, child's pose is an option here if you need to take a break. Take one more deep breath in. At the bottom of your next breath, left foot steps forward, the right knee drops, hands to the left thigh, deep breath in and out. Inhale, hands to heart, reach up and back. Exhale, thumbs to chest, palms to the ground, step the right foot forward to join the left. Inhale to rise, hands to heart, reach up and back. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, extend your arms. Exhale, thumbs to chest, bow forward, left foot back into a lunge. Drop the left knee to the ground, point the toes, keep your hands where they are, straightening that right leg. If the leg is straight, flex the foot back and toward the knee. Feel your spine lengthen over top of your right thigh. Bending the right knee, draw the foot to the ground, knee forward over the ankle, hands to your right thigh, big breath. Inhale, hands to heart, reach up and back. Exhale, thumbs to chest, palms to the ground, step back into downward dog, 2 big breaths. Flowing back through moon rising, drop your knees, hips high, chest and chin to the ground, slide forward, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog for 5 restful breaths. With each inhalation, drawing fresh oxygen, nutrients, prana to every single cell in your being. Stepping the left foot forward, drop the right knee to the ground, point the toes, straighten the left leg, getting back into those hamstrings. Gazing forward toward your big toe, feeling your heart lift, shoulders roll back toward the hips. Bend the left knee, foot to the ground, knee over the ankle, hands to the left thigh, big breath. Inhale, hands to heart, reach up and back. Exhale, thumbs to chest, palms to the ground, step your right foot forward to join the left. Inhale to rise, hands to heart, reach up and back. And exhale, hands back to your heart. Inhale, extend your arms. Exhale, thumbs to chest, palms to the ground, left foot back. Drop your left knee to the ground, point the toes, straighten the right leg, twisted gait, shifting your weight to your left hand, raise the right arm to the sky. Feel the right sitting bone drop. Feel the stretch intensify through the hamstrings on that right side. Take one more big breath in, lower the right hand to the ground. Bend the right knee, hands to right thigh, shift the hips forward, big breath. Inhale, hands to heart, reach up and back. Exhale, thumbs to chest, palms to the ground, downward dog for 2 big breaths. Moon rising, drop your knees to the ground, hips high, chest and chin to the floor, slithering forward, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 audible breaths. Visualize your body in a perfect inverted V position. At the bottom of your next breath, step the left foot forward, ankle beneath the knee. Lower your right knee to the ground, point the toes, straighten the left leg, shift your weight to your right hand, raise the left arm to the sky. Feel your spine lengthen into the twist. Broad across the shoulders. One more big breath in, left hand to the ground. Bend the left knee, hands to left thigh, big breath in and out. Inhale, hands to heart, reach up and back. Exhale, palms to the ground. Step the right foot forward to join the left. Inhale to rise, hands to heart, reach up and back. Exhale, hands back to your heart. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Left foot back into a lunge. Crescent lunge, keep the left knee lifted, raise the arms overhead. Lift your gaze only if it's comfortable for your neck. Press into the left heel, sink deeply into your lunge. Take one more deep breath in. Warrior 2, pivot on the ball of the left foot to drop the heel. Open the arms to the long edge of your mat. Gaze forward over your middle finger on your right hand. Now gradually straighten your right leg. Take a long reach forward, tip into a lengthy triangle. Shoulders stacked over your right thigh as you tip forward. Thigh muscles drawn up tightly. Turn your gaze to your big toe on your right foot. Soften into your right knee, palms to the ground, step back into downward dog, 2 full breaths. Flowing back through moon rising, knees to the ground, hips high, chest and chin to the ground, slide forward, upward dog. Exhale back into downward dog, 5 deep breaths. Lungs expanding in every direction as you breathe. At the bottom of your next breath, step the left foot forward, ankle beneath the knee. Rising back into crescent lunge, sweep the arms overhead. The straighter the right leg, the deeper the stretch to the front of that right hip and thigh. Take one more deep breath in. Warrior 2, drop the right heel, left arm forward, right arm reaches back, sinking deeply into the left knee. Tucking your lower belly in toward the spine. Now slowly straighten your left leg. Take that long reach forward, returning to triangle. Broad across the chest as you reach from fingertips to fingertips. Turning your gaze to your big toe on your left foot, soften into your knee, palms to the ground, right foot steps forward to join the left. Inhale, hands to heart, reach up and back. Exhale, hands back to your heart. Inhale, extend your arms. Hands to heart, fold forward, step your left foot back. Drop the left knee to the ground. This time keep your toes curled under. Hands to your right thigh, shift the hips forward. Keeping your right hand where it is, sweep the left arm to the sky. Either hold it here or windmill that left arm back to slide your fingertips down the back of the left thigh, perhaps down the calf, maybe even catching that left heel. The right arm extends skyward. Continue to draw the hips forward. Take one more deep breath in. Draw your upper body back to center. Plant your palms to the ground on the inside of your right foot. Lift the left knee from the ground. Drop the left heel, and now sweep your left arm to the sky. Feel your right shoulder press into your right inner thigh. Either hold it here with the arms open or take the bind, threading your right arm beneath the right knee. Left arm reaches behind your back to catch your hands. If you're bound, release the bind, open the arms. Turning your gaze to your right hand on the ground, lower the left hand to the ground to join the right. Step the left foot forward into a nice deep squat. Allow the toes to splay outward. Pry your knees apart with your elbows. Press the palms together. Now lift your heart. Feel the shoulder blades slide back toward the hips. Now preparing to step back from here into downward dog. Separate your palms, plant your palms to the ground in front of you, and step the feet back hip width apart. Take 2 big breaths. Flowing back through moon rising, drop the knees, hips high, chest and chin to the ground. Upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog for 5 full breaths. At the bottom of your next breath, step the left foot forward, ankle beneath the knee. Lower your right knee to the ground. Keep the toes tucked under, hands to the left thigh. Shift the hips forward. Keeping your left hand to your left knee, sweep the right arm to the sky. Either hold it here or reach back with that right arm to slide your fingertips down the back of your thigh, perhaps along the calf, maybe even taking hold of that right heel. Left arm reaches toward the sky. Continue to draw the hips forward to deepen the stretch through the front of that right hip and thigh. Exhale back to center. Place both hands to the inside of your left foot. Lift your right knee. Pivot on the ball of the foot to drop the heel. And now sweep your right arm to the sky. Feel the left shoulder press gently to that left inner thigh. And if you took the bind on the opposite side, thread your left arm beneath the left knee. Reach your right arm behind your back to catch your hands. If you've taken the bind, work towards straightening the arms. If you're bound, release the bind, arms open wide. Lower your right hand to the ground to join the left. Step the right foot forward back into that deep squat again. Elbows between the inner thighs, palms together. Now this time with the option of taking it a step or two further into garland pose, Talasana. Separating your palms, place your fingertips to the ground. Walk your big toes together to touch, but keep prying the knees apart with your elbows. Either hold it here or wrap your arms around the front of your shins to catch your heels with both hands. Let your chin drop right toward the chest. Find that perfect counterbalance between the hips and the head. A nice deep stretch from the base of your spine right through to the base of your skull. Now preparing to drop down into butterfly pose from here. If you've caught your heels, release the heels, and then gently lower your hips to the ground, drawing the soles of the feet together as you land. Catch the feet around the outer edges, sit nice and tall. Either hold it here seated fully upright, or open the soles of your feet toward the sky to deepen the rotation through the hips, and then perhaps fold forward, pressing your elbows to your inner thighs as you fold. And if you've chosen to fold here, as you inhale, rise back to center. Scoot the feet out in front of you slightly to form a diamond shape between your legs. Thread your arms underneath your ankles to catch your feet, and now let your entire spine collapse. Let your forehead drop toward your toes. Allow the knees to relax toward the ground. Draw the belly in toward the spine. Release your ankles, draw your upper body back to center. Tuck your legs into a tight cross-legged position, palms to the ground in front of you. Roll forward onto your belly for a belly down butterfly. Knees spread far apart. Line up the heels, the balls of the feet, the tips of the toes behind the hips. Stack your hands, rest a cheek to the top of your hands. And now begin to drop your toes toward the back edge of your mat, deepening that rotation through the hips. Now begin to draw the heels back and toward the hips. Walk the knees together. Lower your feet to the ground. Hands beneath the shoulders. Rise onto all fours. Back into child's pose. Rising up onto all fours. Tuck your toes under. Float your hips into one last downward dog. And now inhale forward into one last upper plank. Stay strong through your core, lower all the way down onto your belly, and now gently roll over onto your back. Bend your knees, placing your heels to the ground directly in front of your sitting bones. Little bridge with the arms extended overhead. As you exhale, press into the soles of your feet to lift the hips, and now gently squeeze the inner thighs in toward each other to keep the thighs parallel. Chin toward chest. Take one more deep belly breath in, and now gently lower your hips to the ground, one vertebra at a time. Reposition your arms at your sides, fingertips reaching toward the heels. As you exhale, lift the hips. This time interlace your fingers beneath the hips. Lengthen through the arms. Shimmy your shoulder blades beneath your back. One more deep belly breath in. Release your hands, gently lower your hips. And now moving into a rolling variation of little bridge. As you exhale, press into the feet to lift the hips. Roll onto your left shoulder. Place your right hand to the ground beside the left shoulder. Keep the hips lifted as you return to center. Roll onto your right shoulder, left hand beside the right shoulder, and back to center again. Keep the hips lifted, rolling to the left. Back to center, nice and slowly. Rolling onto the right shoulder. And back to center again. Last time, rolling onto the left shoulder, right hand beside the left shoulder. Back to center. Last time to the right. And back to center again. Gently lower your hips to the ground. Give your knees a nice tight squeeze to your chest. Now in preparation for knee down twist, keep hold of your right knee. Straighten your left leg down onto your mat. Extend your right arm to the side, palm down. Guide the knee to the left. Take bigger breaths into the twist. Drawing your head to center, guide the right knee back. Hug both of your knees back to your chest, and now switch sides. Keep hold of your left knee, straighten your right leg, left arm to the side, palm down. Gaze to the left, guide the knee to the right. Now drawing your head back to center, guide the left knee back. Squeeze both knees back into your chest. Release your shins, lower your feet to the ground, extend your legs fully down onto your mat for our final posture. Arms at your sides, palms open to the sky. Take a deep breath in through the nose and an audible breath out through the mouth. Once more, a big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And now observe your breath as it returns to its natural, relaxed rhythm. Notice that brief moment of stillness at either end of the breath. And just watch there as your breath arises spontaneously. It's as if your breath is breathing you rather than you breathing your breath. So your practice in this final posture is simply shifting your attention back to the flow of your breath each time you're distracted by a thought or a sound. Allow your body and your mind to drift into a state of stillness. While keeping your eyes closed, slowly begin to resurface. Extend your arms out overhead for a full body stretch. Bend your knees, draw your feet to your mat, and now roll softly to your right side. Ease your way from here to a seated cross-legged position. Drawing your hands to your heart, opening our eyes to each other. Namaste.